Hey, Warnock. Yeah, you and your Cardiff boys. This town here ain't no big enough for the both of us. We'll settle it Saturday, Ewood Park. Bring your game face. And we all know what that looks like. That's right, folks, back once again with another match preview. This time, take a look at Blackburn Rovers' next match up against Cardiff at Ewood Park. And we'll talk about it in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash the old subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, World Football related. We're going to all hear under one Roskies, boys and girls. So here I am out in the wild, wild west. That's right. As we get closer to the next game for Blackburn Rovers against Cardiff. So let's break it down in a little bit more detail and take a little look, shall we? Okay, folks, so let's take a look at the match in a bit more detail. It does take place right here at Ewood Park this Saturday. Obviously, a lot of games happening thick and fast. Three matches within the course of 8 days for Rovers. Currently on the back of 2 wins on the spin, 2 clean sheets as well. So, yeah, Cardiff City, the opponents, 24th of August. Their manager is still Neil Warnock, who could have been a Rovers manager a long time ago, before Mowbray, before Owen Coyle. Junior Hoyler is my danger man. Now, he might not even start, but obviously an ex-Rover. Come to bite us in the ass. Yes. Last season, Cardiff finished in 18th spot in the Premier League and got themselves relegated, joined us back in the Championship. Their record against Rovers, 68 matches between the two sides, 25 wins for Rovers, 24 wins for Cardiff, 19 draws. Now, the last time that these two sides played was a 2-1 victory at Ewood Park. Sorry, it was a 1-1 draw at Ewood Park. 2-1 victory at the wherever Cardiff play their games. This season, obviously, 24th of August is when they played. I don't know why it says 24th of March, but it's 24th of August. 10th of April is the redo over in Wales. So a quick look at the starting 11s. Before we get into that, though, a quick look at some of the injuries. Blackburn are without Ben Brereton, Butterworth, Tosin Adebaro ain't available. And Jacob Davenport also ain't available. When I say ain't, I mean highly unlikely. As for Cardiff, they're missing quite a few key players. Obviously, Sol Bamba's out for a fair bit of time. Neil Etheridge, the number 1 goalkeeper, is also out for a fair bit of time. Matthew Connolly, Ashley Richards, Marlon Pack, Callum Patterson also out as well for the foreseeable future, I would say. No suspensions from either side, so the starting 11s will be like this, I suspect. Walton between the sticks for Rovers. Now, the left back is the area of question for Rovers. Obviously, Cunningham has come in and looked the part, and hopefully, if you're listening, Gaffer, you got to make this deal opponent basis. He loves it up in the northwest. He had an amazing time at North End. He's not really settled at Wales, so make him come on, bring Cunningham over here on a permanent basis. But until then, we've got to put someone in his spot. And I'm going to go with Downing on this one. Downing has started the season in tremendous form as well. Obviously, left back, he can play there, but it's not necessarily his tried and trusted position. If it's not him, it's going to be Bell or Sam Hart, or you're going to have to move Williams over there, and then you're going to have to rejig and maybe put Nyambe in there. So it's a whole jiggery-pokery sort of stuff. So I'm going to stick with Downing at left back, Williams, Lenihan, and Bennett. So it'll be the only one change at the back four. Travis Johnson will reign in those defensive midfield slots. Dacky Boy. Rothwell will take up the slot up the left-hand side of the attack. Gallagher on the right-hand side, and DG up top, obviously. He didn't start the game against Hull, but he did come on, and he was very, very handy as well. As for who are we playing? Cardiff. Alex Smithies between the sticks. Bennett, not that Bennett, the other Bennett, another Bennett at left back. Flint, new signing, he's going to go in at centre back alongside Morrison, and Peltier at the right back. Rolls, Bakuna, Tomlin, Murphy, there he is, Junior Hoylett, and their new signing up top, Glatzel. Up top, leading the line, scoring the goals, or hopefully not. Quick look at the statistics for you. Downing is up there with us with the goal scores, just the 1 goal apiece. Now, these are in all competitions. So Downing, Graham, Williams, and Dack all got 1 goals to their name. As for the yellow cards, Bennett has 2, Johnson has 2, Cunningham has 2 already, Williams has 1. Red cards, none so far. On the flip side, Cardiff's goal scorers are Bogle, Rawls, Vassell, and Flint. As for the yellow cards, Halls, Josh Murphy, Flint, and Bakuna all have a yellow at least. Murphy and Rawls have 2. No red cards as it stands. Quick look at the last few results for them. for both sides. Obviously, Rovers come into this back-to-back 1-0 wins. Before that, it was a 3-2 lastminute.com win in the Cup against Oldham. We also took on Fulham and Charlton and lost both those games, one home, one away. As for Cardiff, they come into this only playing 4 games so far this season. They didn't play the Carabao Cup because they were Premier League side last season, so they have to wait. But since the start of the season, they've played 4, won 2, lost 2, beating Huddersfield last time out 2-1, losing to Reading 3-0 away from home. They also beat Luton 2-1 at home, and they lost to Wigan away 3-2. So they conceded 3 goals in both their away games. Can it make it a three-peat against Rovers? That would be absolutely spectacular if we can score some goals. Quick look at the next 5 fixtures for both sides. Obviously, Rovers against Cardiff next. Then it's Rovers against Sheffield United, the Carabao Cup. But away from home. Then we take on West Brom, also away to end the month, going into the international break against West Brom. Then we take on Millwall when we bring it back to Ewood Park, 14th of September. Then we take on Reading and the J-Ski on 21st. For Cardiff, obviously Rovers now, Luton in the Cup, Fulham 30th of August to end the month before they take on Derby in front of the cameras. Friday Night Football, Friday the 13th. Dun dun dun. And then they take on Middlesbrough as well. 21st of September, that game. Now let's take a look at the results. What have we got here for you? The last, it's kind of the form book for the two sides. Their home form against away form. Rovers' home form is okay. 1-2, lost 1 in all competitions. As for Cardiff, lost both their league games. It also shows some irrelevant friendlies in there, which, yeah, whatever. The last 6 meetings between the two sides in all competitions, all grounds, look like this. Rovers haven't won in 6 attempts. 4 draws between the two sides, 2 wins for Cardiff. Obviously, we mentioned them before. Last time out was a draw at Ewood with a 1-1 draw. Derek Williams actually scored that lastminute.com goal to level it. Meanwhile, Shane Duffy managed to bag himself 2 OGs and got himself sent off. I think this was his final game. The last time they duked it out over in Cardiff. Grant Hanley was one of the scorers, as was Tom Kenny over the years. Now, the last 6 or 5 times between the two meetings between the two sides at Ewood look like this. 1 win apiece, 3 draws as well. The last win for Rovers coming all the way back 2005. Dave Thompson, do you remember him? Scoring a couple goals. Morton Gabbs as well. James Collins getting himself a goal alongside Joby McAnuff in that game. Last time Cardiff won, Hudson, Bellamy, Mason and Kimbo Young, whatever, scoring the goals. Josh King for Rovers. So a quick look at the characteristics between the two sides. Blackburn dominating aerial duels and protecting the lead. Our weaknesses are finishing, scoring chances, avoiding the offside trap, and our style of play is long balls, crossing often, playing with width, and we do like to mix it up with our starting 11. As for Cardiff, shooting from direct free kicks, attacking set pieces, creating long shot opportunities, and also aerial duels. Our weaknesses, keeping possession of the ball, protecting the lead, and defending against counter-attacks. They like to play long shots, attacking through the middle, rotating their first 11, and be very aggressive. Match forecast, Cardiff will show a higher number of cards, so they're likely to be flying in with a couple of tackles. Left, right, and centre. So a quick look at the form book heading into this. Rovers are in 11th. Cardiff are in 12th. So these two sides are right smack dab in the middle of the table. This is overall form in the league. As for the home form, Rovers sit in 15th spot. 1 win, 1 draw. Cardiff, on the flip side, are in 5th spot. 2 wins out of 2. But they're not playing at home. They're playing away. So their away form is terrible. 22nd spot. 2 defeats out of 2. Rovers away form. 1 win, 1 draw. Smack dab in the middle. 11th in the table. Quick look at the results for the midweek matches going into the new ones. Any surprises in there? QPR, after their fantastic start, lost 3-1 to Swansea. Forest could only draw 1-1 with Charlton. Brentford lost to Leeds. Fulham continue their winning ways. West Brom and Reading duked it out with a 1-1 draw. Yeah, no real surprises, to be honest. Derby losing at home, I guess. Quickly at the table, it looks like this. Leeds currently top the pops. Leeds are Swansea in 2nd. Fulham are in 3rd. Sheffield Wednesday, Charlton and West Brom make up the playoffs. Going down at the moment, Stoke, Huddersfield and Luton. We'll have to see what goes on after that. Quick look at the games coming up this weekend. Some tasty ones as well. Derby against West Brom. QPR Wigan. Fulham against Forest. That's also tasty. Stoke need a win against Leeds. Preston take on Sheffield Wednesday. Hull, Bristol City. Huddersfield, Reading. Barnsley against Luton. Middlesbrough against Millwall. Charlton against Brentford. Swansea City against Birmingham. But the game of the weekend is obviously at Ewood Park. Rovers taking on Cardiff City. Quick look at the goal scorers for you. Look at Lyle Taylor coming out here in the Championship, scoring 4 goals already. Baston is in there as well with Swansea City. City, Bamford, Grant, Mitrovic, all with 3 goals. Cavallero as well, the loney, Hernandez, Wacko and Lawrence, and Assombalonga. 2 goals apiece. As for the King assist makers, Kearney, Williams with 3 apiece. Not my Williams. Ayew, Johnson, Yaya Dom with 2 assists as well. That's pretty much all I've got for you today, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the thumbs up. If you're new, smash the subscribe. New videos pretty much every single day on the channel as we travel the length and breadth of the USA in just a couple of weeks, boys and girls. This time for the Cardiff game, unfortunately, we're not going to get no fan opinion because I just ran out of time, folks. But as we get closer to the next game in the league up against West Brom, we'll resume back to normal. We'll be back at home, so I'll be able to bring you extensive coverage of that game. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here till I see you again, which will be very, very soon. Smash the thumbs up, smash the subscribe. Ciao.
Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.